The YouTube and the social media marketing is something that you need to take advantage of if you want to grow a business today.
This is the main secret of Jaeden.
I was honestly quite scared, I have no idea what to even do. So it took around 6 months for us to even start getting views and posting personable content, right? Rather than just cutting, pasting from the manufacturer's website. How do I know that it's working? And they say, oh, you're the person from the video. I watched your videos. Great video, amazing video. I want to set up an account with you.
They are installers, dealers.
We're getting around usually 2 to 4 inbound leads per month. Hopefully this year we'll see the number increase. I'm trying to reach 1 million in sales. We have a number that we can call directly to the support in China, and I just tell them, hey, it's Jaeden from XLR Security. Maybe because they know me from the videos, right?
You don't go to customers, so customers go into you, right? You broke the system.
One of the most important lessons I learned in the beginning, not everybody is going to be your customer. You need to put yourself on the website. So don't be afraid to post pictures of yourself.
Happy. It's because we're doing this for simple things, to be happy. Hello, Pipl Systems viewers. Today we are on Pipl Systems Podcast, and today we are in the office of XLR company. And I want to introduce you. No, I want that Jaeden will introduce himself and introduce his company. It's really amazing. It will be amazing interview, amazing podcast, and please listen very with big attention, huge attention this video. Hello, Jaeden.
Thank you. Hi, Oleg. It's a pleasure to have you here, and thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I am the owner and the founder of XLR Security. We are a security camera distribution company. We're located here in Toronto, Ontario. We sell mainly to the installers and integrators all over Canada. So we ship all the way from BC all the way to Newfoundland. So we have customers all across Canada. And in terms of products, we mainly focus on the Uniview security camera product because it's reliable, cost-effective. The image quality is very great. And we also have a great relationship with the people over at Uniview. So for that reason, we don't sell the brand of camera at the moment. We just focus on the Uniview.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions about what you said, right? So it's and we will go deeper. But maybe in my case, I will introduce Jaeden from another way, because a lot of companies, they can say very similar. Yeah, we distributor, we sell a lot of products, we work with installers, integrators. But what interesting for today, for this video, because I believe that Jaeden, he doing some unique job, distributor, because he using modern digital marketing tools to promote his business, to promote the products of his partners. Like you mentioned about Uniview, about other brands. And one of the most maybe useful tool which you use is YouTube. And because I see it's maybe the main advantage of your company, because at first Jaeden has super huge, deep knowledge about products which you're selling, and he's sharing this knowledge through videos, right? And for my vision, it's now you're running how many thousand subscribers you have on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, almost 3,000 subscribers.
Almost 3,000 subscribers. It looks like maybe it's not like million subscribers, but in our very small niche. And when I believe that people, not just from Canada, are looking for some products and they have some questions about Uniview, I think this is the main YouTube channel about Uniview of Uniview products in the world. From my vision, it's the most useful. Even manufacturer YouTube channel, which they have, or some technical support, like by some tutorials. For me, it's not so useful like Jaeden do. I told you that I want to talk about from business side, because on Pipl Podcast mostly we talk from business, and that's why I want to ask about YouTube. How you see YouTube like influence on your business?
Sure. So that's a good point. Yes. I mean, you make a great point. So not only are we like every other distributor, I actually think, like you said, the YouTube and the social media marketing is something that you need to take advantage of if you want to grow a business today, right? So that's why about a year and a half ago, we started posting videos on YouTube. And at the beginning, the videos were very simple. Like I have no formal background or training in the video editing. I was honestly quite like scared, like I have no idea like what to even do, but I was able to produce like a basic video, like how to set up the time on your NVR, or how to get a password reset for your system, right? And I think these are questions that I'm getting all the time. Like I work obviously in the industry. I have been in the industry for 7 years. I know what problems that people have with the system, or like even just common questions. So by making these like I would say more like a tutorial at the beginning, it really helps to bring how should I say, it makes it easier for people to get the answer to the question, because a lot of manufacturers, like when you search for specific information, it's hard to find, or they have a video but nobody's talking in the video. It's just like text on the screen with some corporate background music. It's not really personable. But if you actually when I actually make the video, I try to think about it from their perspective, like the installer's perspective or the customer's perspective. What are the questions that they would be thinking about, right? Like, and then I explain it, try to explain it in a very clear way. Maybe do like a screen capture to show what I'm doing on the menus. And in the beginning, I posted just those types of videos.
Like how to reset password on Uniview camera, and Uniview NVR, right? So something basic questions from technical support.
Right. And also because I was not very confident with the editing, so I wouldn't even know how to create like a very flashy video, right? Just something very basic. And honestly, at the beginning, those videos did not pick up a lot of views. I think it's very hard to get views nowadays. So it took around sort of like 6 months for us to even start getting views. And the video was not a big part of our business. I was posting more on our website, like articles, like blog article, because that's a bit easier, like less technical editing required, right?
And it helps for website SEO, right? So it's because Google like some unique content like videos, articles, pictures.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So posting personable content, right, rather than just cutting pasting from like the manufacturer's website, taking my own photos and my own thoughts about the product, that really helped us to rise in the ranking. And that's actually where I focused on the first sort of 2 years of the business, was on the website, actually, not the videos. So it was only
not on YouTube.
Not on YouTube, exactly, not on the YouTube. So it was only sort of like at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, where I focused more attention on the YouTube videos. And that's where we really started to see the channel growing. I think at that point we had like maybe 100 subscribers. It was like nothing, right?
No, it's like when you understand our business, right, in security, you understand that even like one customer can bring you like $100,000, for example, in the 1 year work. So this, if it's you have 100 subscribers, but even like one of them will become your customer, he will bring you a lot of like results, sales. So you will sell him a lot of equipment.
That's true. Yeah, exactly. So and I don't consider like the overall number as the most important metric.
Yes.
I want to make sure that I'm reaching the right people.
So you help the right people.
Right. So when I create the video, I'm thinking about that installer type of person, that integrator who like maybe they're using a different brand and they want to get started with Uniview and they already have this knowledge. So like I could create videos for the consumer. You know, I could create video with like, what's the cheapest camera? What's the sort of like best camera on Amazon? But that might get like let's say 10,000 views, but those are not the people that I want to reach to, and they will not become the customer buying in quantity.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here we understand, like from what you're saying, that numbers of subscribers, of even views, it's not the main measurement, right? So it's more like about maybe how many calls or requests on email you receive like from people after watching your videos. So, and now in the result, so can you explain how you see the impact of your YouTube channel on your business?
Yep. So within the past like 6 months, basically starting in 2025, I really started to feel the impact, which is how do I know that it's working? Is when somebody calls us and I answer like, hello, XLR Security, how can I help you? And they say, oh, you're the person from the video. I watched your videos. Great video, amazing video. I want to set up an account with you, or I want to buy this camera. Can you help me?
And so these people, it's like who? It's they are installers, dealers. So it's not just like some end user who looking for some information how to choose some $50 camera from Amazon, right? So it's really security specialist who looking for some solution for his project, and he can find through the videos, because YouTube is like search engine system. It's part of the Google, which what I'm saying to all our partners. It's like YouTube, it's not just like Instagram or TikTok. It's people search the solution, they're trying to find solution for their existing problems, and you help them. So that's why one of the goal of this video for me is to share your insights. Maybe after our video, some manufacturers, distributors, or even dealers, installers, they will start to think about own content creation. This is how they can help to their customers through content. Then I believe they build trust, and then viewers become customers,
which is the most important, because it doesn't matter if you're an installer or a distributor and you get like hundreds of thousands of views, like the ad revenue is not that good. You want them to convert.
Okay.
To the
Yes, sure. And can you share some numbers about your company, like, and maybe at first, like how you see, because you mentioned that you have some calls from and maybe emails from viewers which want to be your customers. So can you share, for example, how many? I understand it's difficult to measure, because sometimes customer can be like, he can show you in LinkedIn, and then on YouTube, and then like he cannot say, oh yeah, I'm from YouTube. Or like you have some analytic, you understand how many customers you have from YouTube.
Right. I would say at this point we're getting around usually 2 to 4 inbound leads per month.
Okay.
So that's what we're at right now.
And you focusing on dealers, so 2 to 4 dealers,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, and you see these numbers growing, because if I understand the right, so YouTube growing, because when you mentioned the 6 months it's like took for YouTube to push your videos, it for me, like I see, because when you start your own new channel, YouTube it needs some time, so he will understand what you're doing for what audience. That's when right. He will see the feedback that really this audience value your content, and then he starts step by step, very carefully push your videos to super specific niche like of audience, right? So it's super specific audience of like security dealers in this huge market of content. So okay, and maybe about some numbers of your business, if you can share. So like, of course I want to hear from you that like how, for example, what size of your company, if you can share in some, like in revenue, or in cash, like in money, or it can be in amount of products, is how it's easier for you, and maybe what amount of this sales is like from YouTube.
Sure. So I haven't like done the work to separate out the YouTube from the, other ways that people find. I think it's all sort of one big sort of leads, right? trust, reputation. Now, in terms of sales, so we're like last year we did about $750,000 in revenue, right? So sales, that's not profit, just the revenue. And this year, we're just over halfway through the year. We've done $500,000 so far, and so hopefully this year we'll see the number increase. I'm trying to reach 1 million in sales. Hopefully we get there, but it's not, that's totally fine. So we are around that number, just more or less $1 million in sales.
I wish you achieve this goal. So, and if I think we can go to others questions. But now it's like to how I see this. So you start your business like few years ago, and like I think it's good results for not big team, for company like it's you like super young, so you don't have a lot of some people 20 years experience networking, so their customers they have already, they start a new business and they have already like hundreds customers. So you started from scratch and you have like good results if you compare with other companies in this industry. And you see this is mostly a result of your activities in like digital marketing.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So I think this is the one part of our video which I wanted like to describe, and maybe we will not go super deep in YouTube in content creation. I believe that like if viewers will have some questions to you, you can share some your advices.
Sure.
And it will be like we will appreciate.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, but also Jaeden, we will put a link to YouTube channel of Jaeden, so you can subscribe if you work with Uniview products. I think it definitely will be useful channel for you. Yeah, can you now like tell more about what products you're selling? Like you mentioned about Uniview, but what else? Alarm systems, intercom systems, what other products?
So now we carry basically 3 types of products. So Uniview is our main product. It's about 90% of our sales. It is for security cameras, video recorders, PTZs, fisheye cameras, all that sort of thing. So Uniview has a very extensive lineup, and we support our customers, the dealers, very well when it comes to that, because I have a deep knowledge of the product and the configuration, and I do all the testing every day. So I'm just sort of playing around with the cameras. Other than Uniview, we sell a brand of network switches and routers and access points. So this is called Ray-E. And Ray-E, the way I explain to people is it's pretty much similar to sort of like Ubiquiti or TP-Link Omada. So it has a web portal. So whenever you bring the product online, you have a backend that you can log into from one location. You can manage all your customers, all your projects. It's basically like a cloud portal, and it's IT equipment. You can log in, you can do the VLANs, you can add like restrictions, you can change the Wi-Fi SSID.
Okay, I honestly I never heard about this brand, but this is just network equipment.
Just network equipment.
No security.
Not related to security.
Okay, but you use this for security.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you when we start, you mentioned about some relationship with Uniview. What does it mean, this relationship?
Yeah. So relationship with Uniview. First of all, we are just about 10 minutes away, a drive away from Uniview's office. So because they have a large warehouse here in Canada, we have a warehouse too, but not as large as Uniview. We just keep the most popular models in stock. So if a customer needs like all of a sudden 10 PTZs for a project, we can get it same day delivery by Uniview or even next day delivery because we're quite close. So that means that we basically leverage the warehouse of Uniview. So we always keep stock like very flexibly for our customers. In terms of the relationship, another thing is that I know all the people working there. I know all their salespeople. I know the warehouse guys, the tech support guys. So I mean, we kind of get like a priority support. Like, I'm not saying that they have to give us a priority support, but they know when I call. And even when I call the support in China, so we have a number that we can call directly to the support in China, and I just tell them, hey, it's Jaeden from XLR Security. And I mean, I feel the support is really, really good from Uniview, maybe because they know me from the videos, right? So they want to help out.
I think definitely in China, the guys from Uniview, they know about you and know you very well from at first time, from your videos.
Right. Yeah. And I've even met with like some of the people from Uniview from China. So like one of the marketing managers for North America, he came and had a chat with us and talk about the videos, talk about the products.
Nice.
Sometimes they will sponsor the video with like the free equipment. So they'll give us like a demo of a product that's not coming to the market for like another 3-4 months, but I'll get like the demo to play around with. And then when the product does come to the market,
It's already
I already know
prepared.
it's prepared, what it does, what it doesn't do, and I can let our customers know, right? So we kind of get the update as well before the new products are available. And we have access to one of their sales engineering person in Canada. So we can make feature requests to Uniview. So they don't always do the feature requests. They have a lot of things on their plate. But I have had a couple instances where I made a feedback about like the app. Like it was hard to tap one of the buttons on the app. Like you really need to,
Yeah.
precise. And I asked them, like, can you make the padding around the button a little bit larger? Because, some people, like, they're quite old, they need their glasses. And when they're trying to tap the button,
Right.
it doesn't work, right? And I asked them and they said they understand and they're going to add this in like a later version. And like 2-3 months later, it's been added. And I've never had that problem with the buttons anymore. So
Nice. This is a really nice example of communication between like partner with manufacturer. Yeah, it's interesting. And so you have this such relationship just with Uniview or with all your partners, with all brands which you sell in?
I have the best relationship with Uniview, but I definitely have a good relationship with the other brands that we carry. And I want it to be that way, right? I don't want it to be like a one-sided relationship. I want to have that, mutual benefit to the distributor, the product that we carry, the manufacturers as well.
And how you build this relationship? Because now maybe it will be interesting for distributors who watching our video, right? So who works maybe with other brands. So it's like they're like, okay, you go in with them like to restaurants, or you playing golf, or what you do with them, so to make better this relationship.
Yeah, that's a very good question because I realize relationship, usually people think like going to the dinner, going to the golfing, watching like movie or something together, but I'm not that kind of social butterfly person. So the way that I have the relationship with them is basically through the marketing. So like they really appreciate our marketing efforts and they see that it's not just like I click a photo, I post it on Instagram.
Guys, I did some posts.
I did some posts. Yeah, I'm doing like my posts, like, give me some benefit. No, it's like I really want to show them the product that's good. And if it's not good, I tell them, this product is not good. Our customer doesn't want it because this reason. So can you guys do that? Or can you bring us a different product that has this feature? So I would tell them. And that feedback from the distributor to the manufacturer is very valuable for them. And I think that's part of the reason that they value our relationship.
So can I say that you created your own template how to build a relationship? You started from Uniview and then now you use this template with other brands and it works.
I wouldn't call it a template. I just want it to work.
I do for them like good, right? So
Yeah.
I give them some value and then I understand that even I'm not asking, but I will receive feedback, back some good relationship to me. Right?
Yeah, I believe that
so
for all of my
it's
relationships. Yeah.
very, very natural things, right?
Yes.
So again, I believe it's one more interesting thing from this podcast for our viewers. It's no matter like you have distribution business or installation business. It's about, I think, it's about respect, and it's about that you at first you use you need to start from yourself, right? So you need to create some value, and then ask about something like value, like back to you, right?
Right.
Something like this. Yeah, it's interesting, and because you understood this by yourself, like about content creation, about marketing, about all this stuff, or you maybe study somewhere, you learned from maybe from some partner, mentor, like someone gave you this advices.
No, it's kind of learned by myself. I don't have a formal training or background, and I didn't even go to university or college. So I just kind of have been picking it up over the years. And, I have read a couple books, not like many books, but I sort of figure it out, like, try something, see what works, provide value, see if the value comes back. And I would say so far I've seen the value coming back.
Yeah, it's I'm saying this like win-win-win system. When you're doing something, you're trying to like put in win position every side, right? When you have some cooperation, sometimes it can be brand, distributor, installer. Everyone must have some win. So Jaeden, what your story, like how you start your business, or maybe how you start your journey in security industry?
Right. So the way I got started was maybe not very conventional. So first of all, I used to live in BC, right? I used to live just outside of Vancouver in a city called Langley. And when I graduated from high school, I didn't have a lot of like motivation to go into college or university. Like I got good grades, but it was more like my family didn't really have like the financial support, and I didn't want to take a student loan because I just had like a bad feeling about borrowing like money to.
Yeah, then maybe you watched a video about Steve Jobs, like that, university not so important, and
Nothing like that. Honestly, I just felt like maybe the money situation's not good, and
okay.
So I pretty much played like a lot of video games for like a year after graduating. Like I didn't do anything. Like my mom told me to get a job. I applied at like one pizza place. Like I rejected. Like it was just, I was basically doing nothing. Okay, just playing games. And then
Okay.
Pretty bad, I know. But my dad
We don't judge.
yeah, sure. That was a while ago, and that was different back then. So my dad helped me get a job at the place where he was working. And it was like a kind of warehouse factory where they make frozen pizza and sell it to the grocery stores. So in that place was actually my first like full-time job. And I was very quiet, very shy, not confident at all. Like I was totally different back then. But that job helped me a lot. So I was working in the packaging room, and I was basically just like wrapping the pallet of boxes. So like stacking them on the wooden pallet and wrapping them with the plastic. So like all the boxes can stack up and then go into the truck and like they don't fall down, right? So I was doing that for 2 years, like nothing special, but it helped me to get some kind of confidence, to get some money into my account, to be able to buy things for myself, which mostly was like games at the time.
Yeah, so you understood how the system works. So you work, receive money, like earn money, then spend money, then again work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And then after about like even a year and a half later, I was able to save up money because I was living with my dad at the time. I only paid him like a little bit of rent, right? Cheap to live with your parents. So I bought a car for myself. It was like a used Acura. And I got my driver's license. I didn't even have my driver's license at the time. So that was like a big thing for me, right? So I think I was probably like 20 years old at the time. And then I was having some sort of like conflict with my family. Like the situation at home was not good. So I knew one person who I played a lot of games with, like League of Legends, an online game. And I knew him, that he lives in Toronto and he works at some kind of company. So I asked him, like, do you have a job in Toronto? Like, is there any work there? And he told me, like, yeah, I have a job. Like, if you want to come, I'll get you a job. It's a security company. It's actually Galaxy Security. So I don't know how many people know Galaxy Security, but that was my first job in the security industry. So I literally packed my car, as many things as I could, and I drove from Vancouver to Toronto. It
Wow.
took 5 days.
Wow.
Took 5 days. And then I started working as a tech support in Galaxy Security. So, and again, I had like no background, so I just learned on the job. And at that time, we were selling Hikvision OEM, and we also sold like Uniview OEM. So there was like Hikvision and Uniview, but they were under the Galaxy brand, right? So I learned about the cameras, the settings, the IP addresses, the NVR, the hard drive. Like I learned all that stuff. And after about 3 months of working the tech support, they promoted me to like the sales position. So I worked in sales at Galaxy Security for a couple months, like 3 months. Then the person who invited me to Galaxy Security, he started his own company, right? Still doing security.
Okay.
So I went to join him in that company because like the whole reason that I came to Toronto, the only person I really knew in Toronto was that person. So I joined his like startup company, and I saw how they do things from like scratch, from zero.
So it's not just only technical support and not just only how to sell. It's more
It
things
was
you
like
did.
how to set up the website, what kind of software to use for the shipping, what
Okay.
software to use for the accounting.
So there you start to learn marketing, right?
Yes. Because I wanted to do the sales, but I'm not much of like a extrovert, like cold calling. I'm not that type of person. So I was like, how can I get people to buy without talking to them?
Yeah. So you found your own way how to sell. So you don't go to customers. So customers go into you, right? So you broke the system.
I guess
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So when I was working at that other company, the startup company, I was publishing articles. So like I tested a couple of Uniview cameras and try to find out like which one is better in the dark, right? So I published
Yeah.
an article in 2019. It was like Uniview Light Hunter or Uniview Starlight comparison. And I published a couple more articles like that. And I had access to the website statistics as well, because I was also helping them publish products on the website, post products. So I could see how many views those blogs were
Yes,
getting.
yes.
And they were getting views, and people were actually calling us. And again, they were saying, yeah, I saw your,
Yeah, I read the article.
I read the article. Yeah, that was a good article. So that's how I started learning a little bit
So-
about how this marketing thing.
I want to say this maybe was the first time when you understood that like content creation, even it's not video, but it's like even the text, but unique text, which really help people will bring you like potential customers, right? Because before and all SEO is based on text, on articles. Now new era, new generation of this like video creation. More people like to watch, used to watch or listen podcast, even this podcast. Mostly people will drive home and listen this what we're talking so about. That's why okay. So now I start to understand all the picture with your story. Okay, let's go on.
Right. So I was doing that for a couple years. Fast forward to 2021.
Okay.
About the end of 2021, I had again some conflict with this company, and this company actually got banned from selling Uniview. So they
Okay.
had some issues. The management, they were not doing a great
Okay,
job.
not good story.
Not a
Okay.
good story. But I was approached by one of the people from Uniview, and they asked me if I would be interested in starting my own distribution business, because they saw my articles. They saw that I had like a good reputation with the installers, right? And they knew that if I'm not able to sell the Uniview for this other company, I could sell
Yes.
Uniview on my own, and I
Right.
would work, and I would be able to take some of those customers and start selling at the new company. And so that at the end of 2021, basically around Christmas time, I gave my 2 weeks notice to that company I was working for. And in January, I started XLR Security. So that was in January 2022.
So, but did you? So, I'm right understanding this that like Uniview they pushed you to start your own business.
They pushed me, yes. And
And-
I was not planning to.
But yeah, that's why
Yeah.
my question: did you think about this before? Did you think about your own business before?
maybe just in a sort of backhand way, like, I'm just thinking like, oh my God, my boss doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I could do so much better. But like realistically, I was like not thinking about starting a company from
So you
scratch.
didn't think that okay, I am ready for my business. It's because like you was in the right time, in the right place, right? And yeah, it's interesting.
Right.
Yeah, but again, you don't you don't golfing. You didn't do like these dinners. So you build this whole relationship with colleagues, with brands, just through like this like mostly content creation, about your knowledge, about working in technical support. It's mostly about supporting, right? Your customers, your partners.
Yes.
Okay, this is the main secret of Jaeden.
I guess so. It's not a
Yeah.
secret anymore, is it? But yeah, I supported our customers, our clients, and people took notice that this was not like a normal level of support that you would call a company and they would like go through their script, right? And they would say, is it plugged in? Is it this? Is that? Like I gave like a very one-to-one connection level of support, and they could tell that, I'm focused not just on like, getting through the day and getting paid, but like I want to make sure that they are successful, right? Because like ultimately, if they're successful, then they're gonna grow, like the installation business is gonna grow, and we will get more sales as a result. But I want them to succeed, and that's why I went above to give this like sort of extra level of support.
Okay, so now we know your story of how you start your own security business, and you didn't tell how many employees full time in your company.
Here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
here
So
full time.
full time,
In sales, in technical support, in all this stuff.
full time now it's just me.
Okay.
And so it's just
I knew this. That's why I asked this question.
yes.
So you alone running whole business with, I believe and I wish you will be a million plus revenue this year. So and of course, maybe you can explain. I can say a few words because I believe that how YouTube works, even like any content works. So even some customers, your customers, they have some questions. Sometimes they don't need to call you and they don't need to spend their own time and waste your time. They can reach to your YouTube channel, to your website, and receive all information which they want through your like data, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I want to say that that's why even one person able to run and sales and technical support, some stuff in warehouse, deliveries. It's I know that like you have some helpers, right? In your team.
Yeah, my wife, June, she works with me like part-time. So she used to actually work full-time in the beginning. So I had a lot of help at the beginning. Like it was me and her. Okay, so this is not just me in the first 2 years. It's me and her building the company together. We're together every day. We work on it. And actually, we were not married at the time. So she was my girlfriend, thankfully willing to help me and support me
Support you.
and grow this potentially business together. I mean, we had no idea if it would even be successful or not. But now she's working just part-time, a few hours per week to do the bookkeeping. So at this point, it's
Like accountant.
like accountant, right?
Yeah.
Like an accountant. So she takes care of the, make sure that our suppliers are paid and make sure that we get paid, make sure that the taxes are done, like this kind of sort of boring stuff for me. But she makes sure that the company is alive. We keep going.
Oh, really lovely story, right? So she helped you. Maybe she was alone who believed in success of your business, who was like a guy without any experience in business, right? So it's all these processes. It's for me it's unique, but again it's very great example, which I believe that will motivate some our viewers to like to dream and do more activities create value at first, and then to think how to like receive some value back. Jaeden, my next question, maybe it will be more important for security installers, maybe technicians, security specialists, sales guys, or even some people who are not in the industry, but they looking like they search information and they like want to start own business or develop existing business in security industry. What your advice is from your side, because installers is your customers. So I believe you see all like advantages and disadvantages of this type of business. So share using your like experience even in marketing.
Sure. So I think that if you want to start your own business or you're an installer, basically I think in the beginning you need to start learning skills. So my advice would probably be to work for another company that's already in this industry. So start from the bottom, basically like as a technician, learn as much as you can from your seniors and see what they're doing every day. See what they're doing right and even see what they're doing wrong. What are some things you might be able to improve? Because that's, I think, how I got started, is basically doing the same thing, learning from absolutely zero knowledge. And within about like 4 years, I had a pretty good understanding. Still, I'm not like the expert, but I understand what's right, what's wrong, and I have my own idea about it. So if you want to sort of start your own installation business, I think it's a good idea to work for another company first. Then once you have some skills under your belt, you can provide value, and maybe you can even provide more value than your company can provide. Then it's time to start your own business, right? Then now in terms of growing that business, I think one of the most important lessons I learned in the beginning is that not everybody is going to be your customer. I mean, there are a lot of customers out there. So like for our example is people will call us and they ask for a discount. Do you guys have promotion? Can you guys do cheaper price? Like people will ask for this kind of like cheaper price. I can buy the camera for like $100 on Amazon. Like, do you have anything cheaper? So in the beginning, I was trying to help this type of customer because like I think sales, I mean, you have the idea that you want the number to grow. Like you want to keep selling, right? But then I realized that at least for our business, we are not set up to take care of these customers, right? We're not just buying like the cheapest product. We offer the service and we have a higher quality product. So when you're starting your business, whether like a distribution business or an installation business, you have to focus on what kind of customer you want to attract, and you want to have your ideal customer in mind. So maybe you work only with the restaurants. Like maybe you just work with, let's say, the Japanese restaurant. Maybe you have some sort of connection. Maybe your family worked in a restaurant before. You can start going around to these restaurants and just focus on the restaurant, right? And become the best restaurant business. And if somebody says, I need a camera for my house, I need 2 cameras for my house, and you can probably just reject them. I mean, obviously you need to have some money to survive, but when you get past the level that you can start like saying no to customers and just focus on that niche.
Because you understand all pains of this niche.
Exactly.
Right.
You understand the niche.
I heard about some company in Toronto which works just only with dental companies.
Right. That's amazing. Yeah.
They understand the dental like pains of these dental companies, like definitely. So it's like 100%.
And I'm sure the dental companies pay well, right? So
it's one more reason.
that's another reason. But that's what I think is important. Yeah. So not just trying to find any type of business, but find the business that works for you. Or maybe you work with some specialty clients. They have a large house, large property. They need like so many requirements, like alarm systems, like camera with like tracking feature. You know?
So you want to say that you need to choose your ideal customer, right?
You need to choose your ideal customer.
And focus on this ideal customer.
Yes, I think that's very, very important.
Yeah, but this, I want to add, I agree with you. It's just, I know that when you start up, when you just starting your business, it's, it's question of like life and death. always. So you need to run. You're trying to sell everything to everyone to have some cash to pay bills, right? So that's why it's maybe as a very big mistake, because when you're running, it's like you don't have focus, and then
You get stretched too thin.
right, and then in the end you don't have enough results to reinvest and to grow. Okay, so but it's very like, I agree, but it's general. Maybe can you give more some advices again from marketing?
Sure.
And maybe from digital, like, do you, because when I talk with installers, most of them, they like, oh yeah, but I'm 20 years on the market, everyone knows me, so I have enough customers, or like I invest in Google ads, but it's very expensive, I don't believe in internet, no customers there. So that's why like most of companies, you see 1, 2, 3 guys, because they don't have, so they have customers, a lot of calls, but again, it's not ideal customers. And sometimes they have too much job, sometimes they don't have any job. And then they cannot have some in their team enough employees, enough technicians. So I see this like very weak sides in such a business, when people don't look for some future. What your advice is for them?
Right. So I've seen a lot of installers' websites, because like that's all I do is to kind of research the installer, look at their website. And what I feel is very important is you need to put yourself on the website. So don't be afraid to post pictures of yourself, like there in the beginning, like this is your company, this is who's going to come to your house or to your building to do the installation. A lot of people just search the picture of the camera and they find it on Google and they post it. This is, first of all, very, very bad for SEO, because if your photo is all over the internet and you post it on your website, it's basically like a negative signal to Google. Like you're just a copy paste website. It's not helpful.
Yeah.
So take some personal photos, take photos of your projects as well, and have like a sort of gallery to show what types of jobs you're doing. Also, make it very clear in the first 5 seconds when you look at the website, you need to know, what is this company doing, right?
I install security systems for dental office.
Exactly, that's it. That should be the beginning of your website, right? And you could put more information below, but right away, if somebody's asking for cameras, maybe for the home or for the restaurant, they can see that and they probably go away, right? So they know this is not the right company.
I will not take your time.
And they will not waste your time. Exactly. Take your time. I feel waste your time. Ask you so many questions, then they don't want to pay, right? So
Okay.
that's important.
Okay, maybe I will, yeah. Okay, let's, you start to talk about website. What more? What else you recommend?
I think if you can share some articles, maybe talking about the successful projects that you worked on. Like you don't have to necessarily name the company in that project, but you can just say, we worked at this type of location, this dental office, and this is what we did for the customer. So when people search like dental office security or dental office alarms, if you have that article that's really truly written from your experience, it will surface in Google and people will be able to find you.
Yeah, I believe that when end user, like dental company, right, when they see that you understand their pains, right, so like main pain, and you have already cases, so you did other dental offices, right, so then they trust you more. So it's everything very logical. It's just nobody does this. That's it, because people don't believe in this. Maybe I know that a lot of companies, because they wasted so lot of money, maybe with wrong companies, they did some wrong activities, and then like, okay, internet not for me.
Yeah, don't pay somebody from your email to do the SEO. Like, don't pay the lowest bidder to do the SEO. It's not gonna help. Yeah, if you can, do it by yourself. Or have maybe a family member, maybe somebody, if they're working in like IT or something, they could help you. I think that's going to give you the best result.
Yeah, again, I believe it's like the same way how people looking for security installer, right? So like they can give this job to some neighbor kid because he's saying that, oh yeah, I know how to install some cameras because I did this for myself from Amazon. But also you can go to some professional installer who has like some reviews, have case studies, and then so it works the same. In the same way, you can find the company which doing marketing, maybe services, SEO, website. I want to ask you, what do you think about Google My Business? Like
The business page on Google, like
yeah,
Google
yeah,
Maps.
yeah, Google Maps,
Oh,
right?
that's extremely important.
Yeah, because
everybody should do that.
yeah, because I believe it's like it's not part of the website, but it's also maybe even before website because it's easier to do. It's like to definitely to create some page and to ask customers to put reviews. Because why I always give this advice to installers about Google Map, no, like about Google Map. So to create their business on this map, because it's like it's very easy to do. It's like it's very simple. You don't need to hire some agencies. Like you can ask your kid and he will do this. This activity really like you can do this by yourself.
Yeah, and post pictures there. There's a way you can add photos, so don't forget to add photos there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe every week or 2 weeks, try to add photo. It takes like 5 minutes, but it boosts, again, it's a signal to Google that this company is active in the market, and they will show your business to more people.
It's very, we're talking about this, and this, it's very interesting for me because mostly security installers, they work with end users. But that's why I think we need to put like ourselves on end users, because we play in this role like end users when we trying to find some food, restaurant, like some, I don't know, like gym for our kids. So we're doing the same. We go into Google, we go into YouTube, we search even in Instagram, maybe sometimes in TikToks. We're doing the same activities. And even when you're looking for some business, sometimes you go into the same, you do the same. You go into Google, sometimes you search in YouTube, even you have like, you're looking for some, not for yourself, but for your business, you do the same. So you search online. That's why I believe that internet online this is the future.
It's now. It's not the future. This is
Yeah,
now.
this is now, right?
If you're not doing it, you're the dinosaur. You will be gone soon.
Yeah. It's I wish everyone like will be like successful even without internet, but it's like modern day. Yeah, it's just now. So okay, maybe what more? Maybe we missed something. What about? Maybe we'll finish about installers. So you think it's like website? Okay, Google Map. So some content creation, pictures. Maybe what they can do more.
I mean, ask for reviews, but like that's just basic.
So it's like, but it's again, it's like you're saying, it's about basic, but not a lot of people doing this. Even about like, but some traditional, not online, not internet, but it's about stickers. Not all installers even use stickers to put on his project.
Great.
Today I spent yesterday, so I spent a few days on a construction site with some security installer. We did some videos about the project, and I spoke with owner. He told like, yeah, when he started business 30 years ago, it was his main marketing. It's stickers, right? And he was very sad when he sees that his sometimes his employees they forgot about the stickers. So like, yeah, because they have enough job. So, but that's why I think even sometimes the team employees they don't value this. Okay, it's like some stupid stickers.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to the stickers, so like that you're playing the long game, right? So you want your business to hopefully grow and be around in 10, 15, 30 years, right?
Yeah.
So the stickers, you need to have the ideas like you said, the people are going to have problem with their system maybe 5 or 10 years later, then they're going to call you. So you better be ready for that, right? And business is a long game. Like it really takes time to grow. So don't be sort of depressed if like the first year you only have like 5 customers. It's possible. Like you need to keep
Yeah.
working at it
Yeah,
every
keep
single day.
going, keep going.
Growing.
Okay, so yeah, we started to talk about future. What future you see for our industry about security, and maybe what place you see for your company in this future, and in general about future.
So in the future, I think we are going to move actually away from the cloud solution. Maybe this is kind of controversial because
Really?
every day you hear like cloud, cloud.
I thought that you will talk about cloud.
I think it's actually the opposite. No more cloud because companies are getting more savvy about their data
Yeah.
and what's going on in the cloud. We hear, companies getting hacked. I think a couple years ago, all the cameras from like Tesla factory were hacked and vulnerable online because they were on the cloud, right?
Okay.
So when you are buying camera, like especially for your business, you should have maybe the idea that if you're on the cloud, first of all, you're going to be paying like a licensing or a subscription fee. And second of all, your data is not in your hands, right? You don't control that. And now with the world is focusing more on privacy, if you don't have control of your video or your data and something gets leaked, you could have a huge problem where customers going to sue you. Oh my gosh, why is my video on the internet? And
Yeah.
huge problem. So I think people are going to move away from the cloud back to their own server, their own on-premise sort of like machine where all the data is stored locally. I think this will also happen more for the consumers, but a little bit slower. But for the business, it makes sense. And when you have like a recorder and like the technology is there right now, right? So in the past like 5-10 years, the recorder technology is quite like slow, like not capable. But now they're actually having the video recorder and the cameras have a built-in AI. So it doesn't need to go to the cloud server to get the analytics. It's built into the camera now, and that's going to even improve more and more in the future. And I've heard even, for example, Uniview. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
Okay, now is going integration of Uniview. Okay,
Yes.
like we listen.
they are testing or they may release NVR in the future
Okay.
with a DeepSeek integration. So DeepSeek was the company that everyone heard of.
Yeah, yeah.
They beat the OpenAI with
Yeah, like ChatGPT, but
ChatGPT, but the
in
Chinese
China.
version.
Yeah.
So they are testing an NVR with a DeepSeek built in. So when you want to search for your footage, rather than scrolling the timeline and checking every minute.
Yeah, I heard about this. That I think it's a lot of companies they now looking for this solution. A lot of manufacturers are trying to create this own solution because it's very logical. It's the same way how we use ChatGPT. So you're asking about something, so you can talk on like give some text request to your security system and like, okay, I'm looking for this and here's like yeah, it's interesting. I cannot say that I agree with you about cloud, all the stuff that it can be like when I see some people and users which use password 1234, so then you understand that it's like my thoughts that like when end user they control, but in the same time without knowledge, without like understanding how to control. It can be the same way this data can be somewhere not in good hands. But yeah, it's an interesting vision. And I think we already like cover a lot of topics. I don't want to make this video super long. I have this feedback that people asking, please make 20 minutes, like 15 minutes. But at the same time, honestly, like I asking the questions which interesting for me at first thing, and that's why like we have what we have. And in conclusion, at first I want to say some idea which now appeared in my head, that because when you explained your relationship with brands, how you build this and how it help you in your business, I start to think that like it will be nice after this video that every brand in the industry will find own Jaeden, which will push their brand online, create YouTube channel, will try to make some neutral vision, not just from brand, right, from himself. So you do your own testing, and not just manufacturer do this, and you like, okay, you need to trust just manufacturer. No, Jaeden saying this, and your customers asking about these results from you. So that's why I believe it will be really useful, like nice in modern days, and like every brand like Hanwha Vision, Axis Communications, Verkada, like they have some among their customers, people who doing own content creation, selling their products, installing their products, and sharing real experience, not from like somewhere office from manufacturer somewhere in China or in other countries. Or Jaeden will do this will work with every brand trying to, like sell more brands, not just Uniview.
We'll see. Yeah, I have my hands quite full with the Uniview right now, but we'll see what comes.
And,
Sure.
and now small integration of Pipl Systems, because it's our business. Like we are like neutral to everyone, to all brands. We doing this content creation. We doing our presentations. We doing our testing, and showing how some solutions from different brands works. We don't compare what is the best. We trying to explain how it works, because I believe that for customers it's the main question, how this system works and how this system works, because you cannot say, because every product, every solution has own customers, because it's made for some specific task, and this task's different, because all customers different.
Yeah.
So it was a small integration of promotion of Pipl Systems. So if you manufacture, distributor, installer, integrator, like you can talk with us. We can discuss some content creation for you. But if you work with Uniview, you can, or with other brands, what you mentioned about
The AE, the network equipment.
Yeah. You can ask Jaeden, or you can ask us both, and we cooperate together. That's why it's okay.
Yeah.
So maybe Jaeden, in the last words, what do you want to say to our viewers, maybe to inspire them, like.
Sure. First of all, thanks for watching. Don't forget that the business is a long game, so keep at it. Okay, this is a marathon, not a sprint, and hopefully you will see us growing in the future as well. So maybe 5, 10, 15 years later, XLR Security will be the largest distributor in Canada for security. That's where I'd like to be, and thank you for being on this journey with us.
Okay, great. So, and I think we will film this another podcast in 5 years, and then we will talk about your new generation of your company. And I wish to all our viewers in 5 years or even faster, to be better, bigger, run faster, and of course to be happy. It's because we're doing this for simple things, to be happy, right?
That's the goal, yes.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. Bye.